Oh, and put one of those hash browns at the end, you know, like hash brown Team Cobra Kai or something. And then send it to the internet!
What's up, everybody? Welcome into a Real in a Beer trailer reaction time. This one kind of snuck up on us today. Didn't hear anything about it dropping. Dropped during the day. I sent my man X the video link to it, which means it's go time on our channel. This is going to be the Morbius trailer. Jared Leto. I am super stoked about this one to see just how much Sony and Marvel is going to work together on this one. I thought they did a fantastic job with Venom. Venom blew up, and I've got a lot of good things to say about that Venom movie. Kind of shocked me. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. It was pretty solid. If they keep that and build off that, I mean, I think this has got the chance to be really good. But just from a trailer reaction standpoint, X, what do you want to see in this, and what do you think we will see?
Man, I think hope they give us a bit of surprise. Morbius is not really that big of a character. No. Like he's been a villain. He's also been an anti-villain, anti-hero. I'm sorry. So, it's kind of, you know. Let's see where they go. A little action here and there. Hope they don't drag out of origin or nothing like that. But Sony seems to be gaining a little momentum. You know, they had Marvel was scared for a while. Like, hey, we want Spider-Man. So
yeah.
Hey man, let's see where this goes, man. Hopefully we get a good trailer. And
let me ask you a question. Do you think, personally, there'll be blowback from his version of Joker? I mean, just from a fan standpoint, I say that wholeheartedly because of this. You either absolutely loved it or you hated his version of Joker.
Man, I think for that version of the film, I think that Joker fit. Like comparing his version of Joker, my man Jared Leto's Joker, compared to Joaquin Phoenix. I don't think if you said you swapped them, it would work.
No way.
No way. So
I agree.
You know, like this one with the one that just came out, that Joker is up for what, like 11?
11. Which he did win Golden Globe, I believe, that lead actor award on the Golden Globes.
It's pretty good.
It is. This is interesting to me. To me, this is very risky because you're casting a guy who used to be a lead singer in a band, who is already hated by a lot of comic fans for his portrayal of an iconic figure, into a role that's not really an iconic character. It's I'm gonna say C-lister.
But they kind of need this to keep the momentum going with Venom, though, right? So it's a little pressure, right?
If we're going into a buddy system movie, yes, a team up, you're going to need this. But I think this is a ballsy move on the part of Marvel, and I think it's a win-win for Sony. Marvel, which they got the money and the prestige to do a ballsy move, I think Sony is the winner in this, regardless of what this trailer looks like. You're casting a guy that is hated by, I would say, 75% of comic fans to play a role that's a C-list character in Marvel. That's just, I mean, bottom line, that's what we're about to see right here. So this one is going to have to prove to me its worth. I mean, this one's kind of going to have to earn it from the aspect of what we've seen before, which was the Marvel Cinematic Universe that we all know it, which is, I mean, you can say Star Wars 1A, 1B, whatever. It's still unbelievable. Okay, so with that being said, let's hit it. Ready?
Ready.
I've known you since you were a child. You're a gift. You always have. If there's an answer to your disease, you'll find it. I should have died years ago. Well, I'm still here not to fix this.
So he's a doctor.
I have a rare disease. I'm not out of time.
He looks bloodless.
Your last chance.
You're up to something. What is it?
That's not exactly, Leto?
What the hell is that?
This would be a cure.
Is this Batman, dude?
Everybody wants to be like the goat.
They ain't no attributes to Captain America here except for like some sort of serum. Ooh. Whatever happened in that cage is taking effect.
It does have super strength, so that's cool. It's actually a vampire.
Sound effect, yeah.
Oh, that's
On steroids.
I went from dying to feeling more alive than ever.
Well, it's on that good juice, ain't it? Nightcrawler.
The ability to use echolocation. And the repairing
That's like
herbs
sonar.
consume blood. How far are we allowed to go?
Whoa.
Murderer?
If there's something that's broken.
That was Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, that's Spider-Man.
Until the remedy is worse than the disease.
That's him.
Now he looks.
That
look good.
Yeah, he's full of Morbius there.
Michael Morbius. Got tired of doing the whole good guy thing, huh?
What's up, Doc?
Holy shit!
Did they got the rights? Wait a minute.
Hey, man.
Did they got the rights and the balls to do that?
Hey, man. I see somebody's been at the negotiating table talking. Okay? Hey, we're going to take Spider-Man. You got to give us something else, too. You first with me.
You go.
All right.
That was interesting.
Kind of a slow drag at first, but I guess you kind of assume that because it still is an origin story. I would expect it to be a little bit more action because he is one of those C-list guys and you want to kind of reel in your family. But what they did at the end, get to that in a minute, we'll do it. Morbius is one of those funny characters, man. He is a C-list character. I will put him above some Marvel characters. He's above Punisher. But but it's one of those C-list above Punisher anti-heroes that they get that he's great. He's great. I like
Time
him.
out, Balls. There's a reason he's saying that. The guy who produces our shows in the room is a huge Punisher fan. Go ahead.
Sidebar. But what do you say on camera? He's bad Santa with a shotgun. Oh God, he's gonna get me for this one day. All right, but Morbius, I like the trailer. Like I said, it was kind of a slow burn. It really was, but it was entertaining. I did like it. It did have its moments. I love the setup. The bat thing kind of got me, but I get the vampire thing. I think I have a bit concerns with some things, but I'm pretty sure some of the and I do mean this not in a disrespectful way, but the goth kids and the email.
Oh yeah,
that they lane. They're gonna love this. They'll probably pick this trailer apart better than me and Bo can ever do.
Yeah.
All right, but Morbius is not out there. But I enjoyed the trailer. If I had to give it a rating, I'll go see it, but not first night.
I'll go with that. You done?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Couple of questions was answered in that. I think his look at the end of the trailer, I'm on board with that. I think he looked good. Again, like X said, it kind of had the slow burn lead up as an origin story kind of should. But in this case, I think you got to kind of... No, we don't know. We're just going off the trailer. We don't know how deep into the movie he turns into him. But in my personal opinion, I think they kind of need to get out of the gate a little bit faster because it is a C-lister. Let's get him into character and let's see what he does at that point personally. Now, if this is one of those movies where it drags on and we get 20 minutes or 30 minutes of him at the end, Morbius at the end, then that's not going to be good for anybody involved, in my personal opinion. Like he said, goth kids, people like that's going to love this, or would they think it's cheesy? Now, the comic book fans that already hate Jared Leto's guts is probably not going to like this. I'm just throwing that out there. But because they're going to say now he's got long hair, so automatically he's a vampire. No, they're going to say he shouldn't be in these movies. Let's get him out of here. But if you look at this with an open mind, it's a piece to a puzzle that they're trying to put together that they need. So I personally think the movie can work. My concerns with the movie is it going to tell the true story of him? Because I know in his actual origin, he is on a ship with his best friend when he has the transfusion that actually turns him into him. And I seen a ship on there, but it looked like his transfusion came from this Batcave, which goes against his origin story. And if I'm not mistaken, he ends up killing his best friend. I can't remember his name is Nico or something like that. He ends up killing him, but then he has a girlfriend this whole time as well. And he actually starts craving her blood once he truly turns into him as well and tries to kill her. But then he tries to kill himself off of that, tries to drown himself, but his will to live takes over and won't let him kill himself. So he has an inner battle as well as, this what's going on external. So he has a lot of internal stuff going on through his whole character. I'm still going to say it, even after seeing this trailer. It's still a ballsy move. It's a ballsy move on Marvel's part. Not so much Sony. Sony's a win-win. Just the fact, and I promise you, I promise you this. I guarantee you this. Just showing Spider-Man in that trailer right there gained them minimum $30 million in the box office. Minimum. Just that scene where he walked past the Spider-Man. Gain him 30. Yeah.
At
the end. Oh, and Vulture at the end is a stamp. It's an icing on the cake. $30 million for showing pain on the wall. I promise you, minimum.
I'm very curious as to when that takes place in the movie. He says to him, "I see you got tired of doing the good guy thing." Mm-hmm. So that tells us that he was at some point acting in the best interest of wherever he's located. And apparently something has happened to make him turn evil, I guess, turn bad. And it looked like the Vulture was in a psychiatric uniform. So
he could be a painter, though. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just very curious as to when that takes place. Is it something that happens right at the end, we're left hanging, or is it something that?
But it's Sony. That's the one thing. It's Sony.
Who do they have the rights to? What group are they building right here? The Sinister
Six.
Okay, so who?
Yes, they have Spider-Man on all of his properties.
Now Mysterio's dead, right?
Do they have the rights to build the Sinister Six, or do they have to build a version of it?
Because they teased it with what is it, Amazing Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah.
They teased it.
Well, my point is, can they truly? Here's why I say that, because I don't know, like the Hulk situation. You can make a movie, but they fixed it.
Yeah, they fixed
it. They fixed it.
He can now.
And in the Spider-Man negotiations, I'm sorry. I apologize. You can dog us out if you want. I don't dig into the negotiations that much. We got another channel that we do, and we got day jobs and families. Can they build that? Can they build the Sinister Six?
I think so.
Some form of it.
Like, if they build a form of it, I get that. This is obviously another piece in the puzzle. If it wasn't, to me, it's a straight up piece of the puzzle just from showing him at the end.
To me, I think without the Vulture at the end, I think there's a little bit left. I think it's left lacking. But the idea of the Sinister Six, because we've been promised and we've been teased for so long, this kind of puts it in cement like, hey, it's coming.
And plus, on top of that, he still has 2 more movies in his Marvel contract. Okay? I mean, what are you going to do with him after you do Spider-Man 3? Spider-Man. He still has 2 more. After Spider-Man 3 and maybe another Avengers, what are you going to do with him? Okay, you build up over here from when you're done here. Now you can come. It's still going to be Tom Holland that goes to Sony.
And that's one thing Marvel's been great about, is being patient and building up to something.
Unlike DC.
They could have jumped into Civil War a lot faster.
They could have, but
they took their time.
Let's just take the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole.
Well, let me ask you this. With the success of Deadpool, and then you had this movie, and then you had Venom, do you think that's in response to people kind of got tired, superhero fatigue, and now we're getting a lot of anti-heroes.
I think it's possible, but
That plus they can do a little bit more with the R ratings on some of those.
that's what I was just about to touch on. Do you think this is already? He's a freaking vampire. They didn't do it with Venom, which they probably should have.
If Venom wouldn't, I don't think this would be.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I think this will follow along the same.
It'll be
outlines.
dark and grimy. It'll be like a PG-13 instead of just a PG or something. I don't think they'll go straight R.
I think the studio's thinking is if they can get the same result out of this that they did Venom, they'll be happy.
Right. It's only so because it's only so many.
Bro, Venom actually made it up to over the billion mark. I mean, are you? Yeah.
There's only so many characters you can be.
To me, this would be a.
He's right there with it though. I mean,
Honestly though, I mean, like, you want me to give it a rating? I'll see it. I'll see it open day.
this is over there.
Just for curiosity, and I got a whole bunch of free movie passes. But if I didn't have free movie passes, I was paying for it. I'd probably wait till a couple of days after. But this seems like it's going to have a cult following rather than a big broad following.
Emo.
Yeah,
Emo.
and if you're emo and you're offended by that, then I'm sorry you're emo. I'm not sorry we said it.
I'm just saying, like, I
throwing
don't
it out
want to
there.
be offensive. You emo. You just,
Hey, own it. Be proud of it.
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're not sorry we said it. We're just sorry you're emo. You anything else? Man?
I just wish
I
it
think
was.
that's kind of racist
Yeah.
coming from a black guy. I mean.
Man, emo?
Yeah.
Are you trying to put the dressed in black and me being black together? That
I think that was kind of racist on my part.
kind of was.
What? X is black.
He's Latino, man.
No. I was setting up this joke. The R-rated. The
Punisher's
R-rated.
a pretty big joke. I mean, you already set that up and dropped it.
You just ruined my joke, man. I had the whole R-rated thing, and it was like, it's nothing more R-rated than a psycho killer in a trench coat with a shotgun.
Look,
Mass
Would you
murder.
please defend it, just before we shut this down, defend the Punisher a little bit.
look, he has a code, sticks with it, and he kills the bad guys.
Jeffrey Dahmer had a code, too. He killed people.
Now, he didn't have a code.
Oh, he did?
No.
He did. He set out to kill
What was
people. He
his code?
killed.
What was his code?
He set out to kill people. He killed.
Did he kill bad guys?
No, he didn't. Hold on.
Nothing's funny what you said on Facebook.
I'm just saying, your boy
you
is
definitely can't say that on
I'm
there.
just saying, you
know what I'm
defending
talking
a mass. Which one?
No, you definitely can't say that
You're
on camera.
defending a mass murder.
If they're bad guys, then I'm all for it.
Okay, Josh, question. Morbius or Punisher, who would win?
Fine.
Could we?
He's got healing factor, though. Punisher don't.
It's not Wolverine type healing factor. It's not Deadpool. We're not there.
It's not even
It takes
Captain
him
America.
It takes him a couple of days to heal from a bullet.
Yeah, but
Punisher can put 120 of them in.
But he's got superhuman strength.
He's
too.
walking around with 120 rounds.
Not in one gun, but
He's only walking around with shotguns. So he's got like 6.
Hey man,
look.
you've got to get yourself checked for
at one
rooting
point,
for a murderer.
Punisher killed the whole Marvel universe. That's all
That's
there is
a false reality universe.
My goodness, man. My goodness. Okay, man. Okay.
Frank Castle is a Jim Beam drinking redneck with a double barrel shotgun.
to it. And this is just Dracula.
It's not Dracula, it's Morbius.
Dracula would kill Frank Castle.
Nah, not true.
Would Venom kill Frank Castle?
I don't look. You're not gonna get me to agree with anybody to kill Frank Castle. Because look, if one person can take a whooping, it's Frank Castle.
He actually took one. And something we'll talk about on camera one day.
We will.
Is there another trailer reaction on YouTube that brings in the Punisher to talk about? Please show that to us.
It's not one. It's not one.
Wait, if there's another video on YouTube period that talks about the Punisher, please show that to us.
Y'all do remember I'm the one that edits this thing, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He does.
You're right.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
What you said on Facebook, though, which we can't say on here, is the funniest thing I've ever seen you say on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about? When he said Punisher's been doing blank for years. All right, man, we gotta shut this down. Hey, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button if you don't think we're idiots. If you think we're idiots and you want to see some more idiocracy, I think's the word, subscribe anyways. Hit like, bell for the notifications. This is A Reel and a Beer. We are out.